In the energy regulation suite of tools from Autism Level Up, we often talk about sensory motor components or sensory components, and we talk about it from a tool perspective and how we can use sensory strategies to level up or level down energy. One of the other places you've seen us talk about sensory is in the person in context profile, where we're really trying to understand the experience of the autistic individual and how they process the environment. Now, it's common that individuals with autism experience sensitivities, and they are often very reactive to their environment. And when we consider this, we often think about it from a perspective of being a weakness or a challenge. So we wanted to create a tool. It was actually Jacqueline's idea that helped people understand that sometimes that these sensitivities, which can pose very real challenges to individuals and really impact how they navigate their environment, can also be viewed as considerable strengths or help people process things in ways that are difficult for us to understand.
Yes, I would say that a sensitivity does exist, but even the word sensitivity kind of has a negative connotation. And it is that very ability and capability of being so sensitive to these things that also serves as the strength. Um, so, yes, it is a risk to hear more, hear louder, hear a larger range of sound qualities all going on at the same time. If the environment is one that has all those things going on, and if there is something on which you need to specifically focus within that environment. But being able to perceive that range of sounds can also be a huge strength and can also be a tool and when it comes to regulation, skills, interests, things of that nature. So I thought it was important, and we think it's important, to kind of change that notion around your ears are so sensitive or your nose is so sensitive, and to think more in the terms of this is high definition hearing. Yes, we're going to hear it louder and stronger and in more detail, and that can pose both real challenges and it can also be a real asset.
So this tool is structured just so you can have a quick look by all of the different sensory systems. So on this page, we've got auditory and visual. On our next page, if I can get ourselves there, we have tactile and olfactory, and then we have proprioceptive and vestibular, and then we have a special category here for individuals looking at proprioceptive and vestibular together, but in terms of hyposensitivity, because we know that is often a profile. But as you look through all of these pages, you'll notice the structure is one around just that notion of hypersensitivity as Jacqueline has presented it, but the influence that increased acuity or that increased perception has on energy level. Then we've kind of created this leveled up concept, or I should say Jacqueline created most of those for us. Then we talk about challenges that are often seen. And then I think this part is really important for us to consider when we think about our power plans and we think about our person in context. Where are the potential mismatches based on this challenge or based on this difference in processing? Then we have the same thing for strengths. These are the things that we often overlook or don't think about as being a benefit of having this increased perceptive ability. And if you have that increased perceptive ability, we've got a section in each of the senses that also talk about where potential matches are. And so I think that's a really unique part of the tool. We hope you find it helpful. Bye.